illegal for him to even try to use tariffs in this way. I mean, Congress could claw back this authority if you wanted to put a check on him.
Well, Article 1, Section 8 does reserve to Congress international trade, and the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, on a very limited basis, delegates to the president the ability to do some sanctions. And currently before the Supreme Court, there is this issue as to whether or not he even has the authority to do tariffs at all. Now, depending upon how the Supreme Court rules, they may find he doesn't even have tariff authority. But even if he is found to have tariff authority, I don't believe he has the ability to impose tariffs for the purposes of compelling other nations to sell the United States land for the purposes of us expanding. Now, in this issue,
how many Republicans are with you on that?
Well,
because Speaker Johnson was in the United Kingdom telling everyone that the president's just playing chess here.
Well,
you're taking him seriously, and if you are, then what do you do?
There certainly are national security issues. The president having identified this with respect to the fact of this is the Golden Dome, and that there are locations that are going to be necessary with respect to the operations of Golden Dome is absolutely an essential issue. And the Golden Dome is going to be very, very important. We have other locations that are essential, critical infrastructure overall, that we don't own. And I think certainly Greenland and the Greenlanders need to decide their future and their outcome. I think this is more of an issue of asking them to join us as opposed to art of the deal. But we
already have the ability to do a lot. And what's so baffling to European allies, and I know you've heard this from them as well, they sent those troops to Greenland to show that they will defend Greenland against those threats. And yet the president interpreted that not as help from our NATO allies, but as a threat from our NATO allies. Does he understand how NATO works?
And that is certainly, I think, and when you look at the fact that, of the allies that he's talking about putting a tariff on, 7 of them are F-35 partners. 3 of them we have U.S. nuclear weapons on their soil, and 5 of them we have permanent troops on their soil. These are not just casual allies. These are very strong allies. And this is, if we're talking about Greenland, this is not art of the deal. This is more the dating game. I mean, we need to be more on how we would be a partner, not more how we would be compulsory. And this certainly isn't the type of language that someone should be using and trying to ask someone to join you in a partnership.
Well, so all those technical points I take, but you also look at this from the other lens, which is Senator Murkowski said that this is creating a dynamic that benefits Vladimir Putin by threatening the stability of the strongest coalition of democracies the world has ever seen, even without doing anything other than a tweet.
Well, the other thing that is concerning to me is this. We're not in Germany.
Doesn't it benefit Russia here?
Well, and also, we're not just in Germany to defend the NATO alliance. We're in Germany to defend Israel and Africa and the Middle East. Our worldwide footprint is our worldwide power. I mean, the presidency's authority, his ability to project power is our NATO alliance, the strongest alliance in the world. To threaten the NATO alliance, to say, well, we'll just pack up and go home, means that the United States doesn't have the ability to project power. The ability for the United States president to do things to benefit anyone around the world is to be around the world. It means to be able to have partners, it means to be able to do operations. Almost every operation that this president has done over the past year has in part been done out of and with and including the bases that we have in Europe and in NATO.
But the Treasury Secretary said in another network, the president believes enhanced security is not possible without Greenland being part of the United States. They're being very clear.
Well, and I truly believe that it is that the president can continue the issue of engagement, but presidential want doesn't translate into presidential authority.
We will leave it there. Congressman Turner, thank you for your time today. We'll be right back.